Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Yes. Yes. Today's our topic is energy changes in chemical reactions. In every chemical change or chemical reaction, change in energy is involved. Energy change in chemical reaction. There is a difference between the chemical energies of the reactants and the product. This is called energy change. These energy can be in the form of heat, light, sound, and electricity. These change can be in the form of heat, light, electricity, and sound. From this, we can say that the energy is evolved, either evolved or uh, we have to give energy to produce reactant. Every substance has a fixed amount of stored energy. They have a fixed amount of stored energy, which is in the form of potential energy. In the form of the static energy is known as potential energy, and the moving energy is known as kinetic energy. There are two types of energy. One is potential energy. Static energy. It is also known as static energy, and other is moving energy. In from this energy we can do any work. The reaction can be in the form of heat, light, and this type of energy is known as kinetic energy. There are two types of energy. If it is in static form, we are sitting in the room, but we have energy, and while sitting we have a static energy, and while moving we have a kinetic energy. There are two types of energy. Energy chemical reaction taking place by breaking of bonds, breaking of chemical bonds of reactants and forming new bonds. This by the absorption of energy or by evolution of energy. These two types of energies are different from each other. There is either the surplus or deficit of energy. Maybe it is surplus means increasing energy, and deficit means decreasing energy. After the reaction, there will be two type of uh, changes we can see. There is increasing energy after reaction. After reaction, there is two conditions. One is increasing energy, increase the energy, and decrease in energy. This is depending upon the energy released or absorbed. Here, increase in energy means energy released, but decrease in energy absorbed by the reaction or chemical changes. There are two types of reaction. One is exothermic reaction and other is endothermic reactions. Exothermic reaction, exo means out, means energy given out in the chemical reaction after the reaction or producing by producing the product out. And thermic means energy, means it is giving out energy. Chemical reaction in which heat is given out is called exothermic reaction. Heat is given out during the chemical reactions. It causes rise in temperature. What happened here? Temperature, increase in temperature, rise in temperature. The result of this is what? Rise in temperature. But what is here? The total energy content of reactant is more than that of the product. The total energy content of reactant is A plus B. These are the reactant. And here C plus D. These are the product. The total energy content is more than that of energy after the reactions. Here are some examples. When carbon burns in oxygen to form carbon dioxide. Carbon burns in presence of oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide and give out heat. Anything in burning we require oxygen, and while burning there is flame or heat is produced. This is the example of that reaction. Anything during burning it require oxygen, and due to the oxygen and carbon substance it produce carbon dioxide and produce heat in the form of flame, in the form of heat. This is known as exothermic reactions. Heat is given out during this reaction. The another example is methane. Methane we use in our LPG cylinder for cooking. The cylinder contains methane. When we burn methane, when we on stove and burn it, it requires oxygen. It requires oxygen, and the reaction of methane and oxygen produce carbon dioxide and water, and there is a flame. Heat is there. From this heat we can cook anything over the gas. The combustion of natural gas is an important source of energy for homes and industries. Natural gas is mainly methane. The natural gas which is in our cylinder is methane. Its complete combustion produce carbon dioxide and water. Substances such as methane, which undergo combustion readily to and give out the large amount of energy and are known as fuel. If there is a large amount of energy, these are known as fuel because it produces large amount of energy. This is the another example of exothermic energy, exothermic reaction. The heat is given out after the reaction and produce carbon dioxide. Another example is quicklime. We have seen this reaction in our homes in these days during the Diwali, before the Diwali, when we are doing dusting and all the cleaning of our house. In some houses we use tuna for the whitewashing. This tuna is actually quicklime. It is a quicklime. We bring quicklime from the market and dissolve in water. During the process of this dissolution, we see there is a large amount of energy is produced. Large amount of energy is produced, and there is this sound is also produced. There is two types of energy is produced in dissolving quicklime in the water. Actual quicklime is calcium oxide. When we dissolve it into water, it forms calcium hydroxide. It forms calcium hydroxide. CaOH hold twice and large amount of heat. Water is added to quicklime, a lot of energy is produced with the formation of alkaline calcium hydroxide, and it is known as slagged lime. And this is known as quicklime. There. Before the reaction, it is known as quicklime, and after the reaction, it is known as slagged lime. Slagged lime is actually alkaline in nature, and it is known as calcium hydroxide. Formation of water. Hydrogen, when hydrogen is burnt in oxygen, water is produced. Then heat is also produced here. When oxygen burned, in presence of oxygen is produced water and heat. This sign indicates heat, and it is known as delta. When another example of exothermic reaction is formation of ammonia in the presence of nitrogen and hydrogen. There is some condition is required. The temperature would be 450 to 500 degrees Celsius, and atmospheric pressure is 200 atmospheric pressure is required for this, and catalyst, iron catalyst is also required for this reaction. There is three conditions. The temperature is above the 450 degrees Celsius, pressure would be 200 atmospheric pressure, and Fe is the catalyst in this reaction, and it forms ammonia, and heat is also produced. This is the formation of ammonia. Neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction is actual the reaction of acid and base. This is base and it is acid, and this is acid. It forms salt and water. NaCl is salt, and water is also produced here, and heat is evolved out. This is all about the exothermic reaction. We have exothermic reaction in our body also during the oxidation of digested food, and this is known as respiration. When these reactions allow us to carry out our everyday activities. After the oxidation of digested food, energy is produced, and this energy help us to bring out all the activities of our daily life, daily routine. During digestion, complex substances break down into simpler substances and change into carbohydrate change into glucose, fat change into fatty acid, and protein change into amino acids. The combustion of glucose with oxygen in cell produce carbon dioxide and water. What happen here with the glucose and all the other substance here? Glucose. The formula of glucose is C6H12O6. It requires oxygen which is taken by our breathing, and this oxygen react with glucose. Now glucose break down into carbon dioxide, water, and energy. This is also exothermic reaction. This reaction is also known as respiration or oxidation of food. This is all about the exothermic reaction. Respiration, rusting, burning of coal, petrol, kerosene, cooking gas, all are the common example of exothermic reaction. The other reaction is endothermic reaction. Endo means in. Means heat is required to complete the reaction. A chemical reaction in which heat is absorbed. Heat is taking in. During the chemical reaction, heat is absorbed. In this reaction is called endothermic reaction. It causes falls in temperature. What happen here? In exothermic reaction, after the reaction, the temperature of a substance increases, but here decrease in temperature. Temperature falls. Thus, such reactions cannot be sustained without supply of energy from the external source. We have to give energy to initiate, to start the reaction. Here is a example. The total energy content of reactant. These are the reactant and these are the product. The total energy content is more of product as compared to the reactant. Here are some example of endothermic reaction. Formation of carbon disulfide. When carbon burns in presence of sulfur, it requires heat. It requires heat. We have to give heat to initiate the reaction. This is known as endothermic reaction. When carbon is heated with sulfur at high temperature, heat is required for here. Temperature would be high. Temperature, liquid carbon disulfide is foam. It is liquid in foam. These are solid. When nitrogen and oxygen are heated together in presence of heat and temperature is 3000 degrees Celsius, and now it forms nitrous oxide, which is gas, and these are also gas. This is an endothermic reaction. Calcium carbonate decompose into carbon dioxide and calcium oxide. CaCO3, it's a calcium carbonate. When it decompose, break down, decomposition reaction, it change into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. at the 1000 degrees Celsius temperature. This is also an endothermic reaction. All these reactions require high temperature to complete or to initiate. This is all about the endothermic reactions. Now some other type of reactions, which is photochemical reaction and electrochemical reaction. Photochemical, photo means light. The reaction takes place in presence of light. Reaction take place means in the presence of light. Photo means light. The most important example of is this photosynthesis. Photosynthesis require light to complete the reaction in presence of carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll. Carbon dioxide and water change into glucose. Water and oxygen. These are the byproduct of this reaction. Photosynthesis requires sunlight. Sunlight has light, and this is the most common example of photochemical reaction. And it is very important and very essential for our life. The another example of decomposition of silver nitrate. When silver nitrate kept in sunlight, it breaks down into silver, nitrite and oxygen. This is the example of photochemical reaction. Due to this, silver nitrate solution cannot be kept in the white bottle. They are kept in brown bottle due to prevent from the sunlight. The last one is electrochemical reactions. Electrochemical reaction, it means these reactions require electricity. Require electricity. To breakdown of the substance. Here is an example. Water. When acidulated water, it means small amount of acid in this solution go through the electric current. It decomposes into hydrogen and oxygen. This is known as electrochemical reactions. Another example is fused potassium chloride, KCl, potassium chloride. Electric current is passes on potassium chloride, it decomposes into potassium ion and chlorine ion. This is known as electrochemical reaction. It requires electric current to complete the reaction. This is all about the different kinds of chemical reactions. Now students, listen carefully. The exam is starting soon. So first, I am taking revision class tomorrow. I will take revision class. So kindly find your problem and ask in the class. If you have any question, any problem, any confusion, you can ask here. Some student is asking about the syllabus. these two chapters for your exam. This is the syllabus for your exam. I'm writing on the board the syllabus of exam. Syllabus chapter 1, which is, the name is the language of chemistry. Another is chapter 2, chemical changes and chemical reaction. These two chapters will come in your exam, chapter 1 and 2. Yes? Any other confusion? All the questions are objective type question. They may be take the correct option, true, false, and one word question answer. Take the correct option, true, false, and one word question answer. Is it clear? Yes. Anything else? Kindly revise both the chapter and ask if you have any problem. Tomorrow I will take revision class for exam. It is clear to you? So read the chapter at a glance, all the topics which is given at last, and everything is important. All the fill in the blank, match the following, one word question answer, everything. Kindly prepare well for the exam. Yes? Do you want to ask anything? Nothing is here. Okay. Today I am leaving, and tomorrow I will take revision class. Be careful and find your problem and ask in the class. Someone is asking paper pattern. I told you, take the correct answer, true, false, and one word question answer. There are 3 types of questions will come in your paper. Take the correct answer, true, false, and one word question answer. Okay. Have a nice day.